Chelsea. I'd like to end with the most important moment that led to today. The moment that I knew you were the one for me. Let's flash back to July 6th, 2014. We were a year into dating, and I was on my last day of my first trip upstate to the bungalows in New York. I had flown into the city, so we had a little bit of a drive back to the airport. As we arrived at the airport, I got out my luggage, set it on the curb, gave you a big hug and a kiss, and said, "I'll see you in a couple of weeks." You got in the car, drove off, and out of nowhere, I started to tear up. My immediate thought was, obviously it's allergies. My next thought was, uh-oh, because I never felt that way about someone. I knew right then and there that this was special. And while it took a few more years to get to this point as our relationship progressed, that moment was the moment. And I can't wait to continue our journey together, because today is just another moment etched in the story of us. I'm so excited to stand up with you today, knowing that I have your love and support for the rest of my life. I read somewhere once that the best relationships are an equal 50-50 partnership. But there will be some days that your partner will struggle, and you'll need to step up and be that 80% or that 90%. And some days it'll be the opposite. Well, it's yourself that will need to be picked up. We will have good days and we will have bad days. But throughout the course of our relationship, we will continue to do what we've always done, hit it head on together. So let's get it going.
Bryan, oh my God, babe. I have to admit that from the moment we met, it was not exactly love at first sight. It was more like, you ready to lose? And I'm sure we both know why I kept coming back. Free beer, duh. Looking back on those tailgates, I didn't know what winning Flip Cup really meant. But now, as I stand here today, looking at you, I see all that I have truly won. Since then, our friendship went beyond tailgates and Flip Cup and turned into the strongest love story I've ever known. I realized I had found my best friend, my other half. As our love continues, I promise to remember that neither of us are perfect. I promise to remember to always fight for us, work on growing our relationship, and creating our own versions of perfect. I promise to support you and be at your side for both great football and sometimes not so great football. I promise to laugh whenever you're trying to make me laugh, because we both know it always works. I promise to love you unconditionally and tell you every day. I cannot wait to begin this new chapter of our lives, loving and learning together as friends, as partners, and now as husband and wife. Today, I'm marrying you for your heart and your abs, but mostly your heart. To the moon and back, Bryan. I love you.
Never been so sure, quite so steady. I'm going live my life to keep the promises I made. Even though I make mistakes, I know I'm ready. I found a heart that was just like mine. Yeah, I found a heart that was just like mine. It's the kind of love that can make you blind. And I'd do anything to see him smile. Oh, I'm ready. I've never been so sure, quite so steady. I'm gonna live my life to keep the promises I made. Even though I make mistakes, I know I'm ready. I found the heart of my best friend. It's the kind of love that understands. He said it changed his life to be my man. So he bought a ring and took my hand. He says he's ready. He's never been so sure, quite so steady. He's gonna live his life to keep the promises he made. Even though he makes mistakes, I know he's ready. For better or for worse, he's gonna carry. We're gonna have our hurts, but it's the treasure of my life. Just to spend it by his side, I know I'm ready. I found a heart that was just like mine. Yeah, he makes me laugh and he lets me cry. Oh, he listens when I lose my mind. And now I get to go by his side. I'm lucky and I'm ready. I've never been so sure, quite so steady. I'm gonna live my life to keep the promises I made. Even though I make mistakes, I know I'm ready. He says he's ready. He's never been so sure, quite so steady. He's gonna live his life to keep the promises he made. Even though he makes mistakes, I know he's ready. For better or for worse, he's gonna carry. We're gonna have our hurts, but it's the treasure of my life. Just to spend it by his side, I know I'm ready. For better or for worse, I'm gonna carry. We're gonna have our hurts, but it's the treasure of my life. Just to spend it by your side, I know I'm ready. Oh, 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 it's the treasure of my life. Just to spend it by your side, I know I'm ready. sunrise waking my day. You are the moonlight shining my way. This is where I call home. You are the fire warming my night. With you I'll stay till the morning light. This is where I call home. This is where I call home. Your love is like no other. Your love is where I feel alive. My safety and my shelter. Your love is my home. You are the harbor set on my shore. You are the shelter from every storm. This is where I call home. When I'm lost at sea in waters unknown,